Welcome back to the Robert Estates, everyone. Chef Gene Robert here with you. Today we're going to do a loaded baked potato soup. It's raining outside, nasty. Not real cold, but just one of them nasty days. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to show you the potatoes we're working with. I'm going to get them started. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these potatoes, I'm going to wrap them up, put them on a smoker in my grill, and bake them on there. And then once they're baked, we're going to take them out, make a soup with them. Anyway, let me grab the camera here, and I'll show you the potatoes we're working with. These suckers, there's some Idaho potatoes. They call jumbo Idaho potatoes. And I bought them the other day up here by the house. I didn't realize how big they were. They're baking potatoes. They're about a pound each. I bought an 8-pound sack, 8 potatoes in it. We're going to take 5 of them. I'm going to wrap them, I'm going to stab them a few times with a fork or a knife or a machete. There's no telling, whatever I can find. Anyway, and then we're going to wrap them in some tin foil. I'm going to get my fire going, and I'll throw them on there. I'll get back with y'all in a little bit. I'm going to show y'all whenever I put them on the fire, and show you the rest of the stuff that we're working with. Talk to y'all soon. Alright guys, this is stuff we're going to use for today to make the soup. I got some half and half, some whipping cream. We're going to use some finely shredded mild cheddar cheese and whatever other cheese we can find in the house as usual. We're going to use a lot of onions, green onions. We're going to use that basically for the top it. Got an onion I cut the top off from a minute ago to make something else. We'll probably use probably a couple of them. Probably use about a half of a purple onion, some garlic. That's only about 6 or 7 cloves left on that bundle. We'll probably use a whole pot of garlic at least. Bought some mushrooms. I think I might put some mushrooms in it. Got cream of mushroom soup, but I really don't think I'm going to need it. I bought it just in case I needed it as a filler or something, so I don't have to sit there and make a little roux with some flour. But I think I'm also going to use milk. It's in the fridge. To make the soup base. Got bacon. Right here I got 1.5 pounds of bacon, which is basically 2 packs of bacon. It's a thick cut bacon. I'm going to cook it down first. And one thing I'm going to do, just so y'all know, I'll show y'all whenever the bacon's done. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a clove or 2 of this garlic, and I'm going to dice it up pretty small, and I'm going to cook it in with my bacon. And what it'll do is, I'll use the garlic in the soup, but it'll also put a little bit of the garlic flavor into my bacon and into my bacon grease. And we're going to use our bacon grease through this process, and whatever we don't use, we'll put in a cup and we'll save it for the next thing we cook. Anyway, let me get the bacon going, and maybe I'll take a couple photos for y'all, and we'll get back with y'all in a little bit. Oh, one other thing. Our potatoes, I took our potatoes, I poked them good with a fork, just to pierce them, and then I took them, wrapped them, well actually I let them soak for about 30-45 minutes in some cold water. Then I wrapped them in some tin foil, and now they are on the smoker. We got them cooking, just baking on a low temperature right there. We're not rushing this. I just 2 o'clock right now. We just want to make sure this is done whenever Mama gets home. My lady, she'll be home probably around 5, working women. Gotta love them. Anyway, we'll talk to y'all. Alright, I got my bacon cooked. I'm going to just do a quick little shot right here for you. I don't know if you can tell the difference. This bacon, if I get the camera right. On the camera, I don't know how good you can see it. On the left side here, you see how this bacon here looks, and then on the right side, looks like nothing but meat. Let me tell you what I did. Show y'all what I did real quick. And just in case y'all ever want to do this, it makes it easier frying. What I did was, like I said earlier, I bought a pound and a half, 24 ounce, which most bacon is 12 ounce. I bought that, and it's thick sliced bacon. So what I did was, I took my knife, cut it in half, because I'm only going to use half of it for this dish. And then what I did was, I came in here, and I filleted it in half. And I fried, basically what you get is, you get your fat, I fry it first, and keep my grease, and then whenever you fry your actual meat part of your bacon, let me taste that. So good. Anyway, you don't have as much fat in it. So in other words, instead of it all curling up on you and you having to really watch it, you can cook it on medium or medium low, and it does good. The only thing is once you dump your bacon grease out after you do your pork, it's all pork. Crap, come on, chef. Anyway, your fat, you cook, you might have to add a little bit of bacon grease back to your meat side, because all the fat is gone out of it. And some of y'all that may be watching y'all's weight, unlike myself, maybe you don't want all the fat. You can take it, throw it to the side, and cook your meat down. It's one reason I like to get thick cut bacon, and actually it was cheaper. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to finish cutting up my vegetables. And once I finish cutting my vegetables and everything up, I'm going to go outside, check my potatoes. If they're not done, that's fine, because all I'm doing is trying to get them cooked just a little bit on the smoker, and get a little bit of that smoke flavor in them, and then that's whenever I'm going to take them. I'm going to have to boil them a little while anyway in my soup. So anyway, I'm going to shut up, and we'll get back with y'all. Alright, I told y'all we were going to saute our garlic down. I'm going to go ahead and saute this onion, red onion. Whoa, get back in there. Red onion and the white onion, yellow onion, whatever you want to say. This is the same pan I cook my grease in. My grease. Sorry about that. My head is gone. Same pan I cook my bacon in. And I'm going to add just a little bit more bacon grease, because like I told y'all, the last part I cooked was actually the meat part, not the fat part. And y'all keep that grease right there, that bacon grease. Oh my God, man, that like I said before, that make Fruit Loops taste better. Anyway, it's good. What I'll do is that cup's full. We usually keep that cup around the stove because we use bacon and bacon grease a lot. What we'll do now is I got some jars. I'll start jarring it, throw it in the fridge, or either I'll put it in a little bowl once it cools and throw it in the freezer. Don't ever throw that bacon grease away. Think about throwing it away, send it to me. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to cook this down for about, it shouldn't take too long, maybe 5 minutes or so. Just get it translucent a little bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to throw that in this pot, let it sit. I'm going to finish chopping my bacon up. I'll throw it in the pot. Got to check on the potatoes. We'll check it out. Get the potatoes cut up. Once the potatoes are ready to get cut up and thrown in there, we'll go ahead and make a little mixture with some, what's that stuff called? A half and half, and little whipping cream, some whole milk, or whatever kind of milk you want to use. I really don't drink a whole lot of milk. Could y'all imagine if I drank milk and ate sweets? Boy, I'd really be a fat guy then, huh? But anyway, I'm not gonna shut up, but I'm gonna turn the camera off so y'all ain't gotta listen to me. And we'll be back shortly. Alright, our potatoes are pretty much cooked right now. What I'm doing now is, I normally leave the skin on them. I like the skin is good for you. That's just country, I like it, you know. But other people are eating this, namely my lady. She's from across the river, and she don't really care if her skin's on hers. So all I'm doing now is I'm taking a paring knife, and you can use whatever you can find, but this paring knife, I'm just going to sit here and scrape off the skin, which comes off fairly easy, and you don't lose too much potato. It's like it's kind of warm. I should have got my gloves in here, it looks like, huh? But, anyway, I'm just going to sit here and scrape this old skin off from them. Then I'm going to cut them up in some cubes and throw them in the pot. Anyway, I just wanted to show y'all how I was skinning them, and let me finish this mess up, and whenever I get everything in the pot, get the potatoes cut up, put in the pot, I'll shoot y'all a little picture of that, or we'll get back with y'all then. Alright, we got the potatoes cut up. What I did was I quartered them long ways and then just cut them in half and then break it up. They're done, really. So what we're going to do now is I'm gonna cut this fire on about medium. It's over a little bit. What we have in here, we have the sauteed yellow onion, garlic, and purple onions, and we have our potatoes in here. Right now I'm gonna add some milk. This is just some 2% milk, whatever that is. I'm gonna add a couple cups of it. Let's see, add a couple cups of milk, and shit, I wonder how much more they got in there. Alright, this recipe is going to call for about 3.5 cups of milk. That's how much I had left in the jug. Alright. We're also going to add, right now, we're going to add about half of this, about a cup of half and half. We're going to use half to half, so I guess that's a quarter. And one thing I'm going to do, I was going to wash my bowl thing out there with some water, but instead I'm going to use something else. Tell you what, I'm going to be right back with you. Alright, I apologize about that. I'm kind of short, couldn't reach it. Still had some milk, half and half left in here. I was going to rinse it out with a little water and throw that in there, but instead I'm going to put about a cup of chicken broth or chicken stock. This is just a cheap one I buy. You can make your own if you got the chicken. But I'm going to put a cup of that in there just to give it a little bit of flavor. Kind of stir that together a little bit. I might need a little bit more liquids in there, huh? Tell you what, let's call it a pint of half and half. How about that? Can y'all see that all right? Yeah, I might have a little shadow going on, but notice whenever I turn my light off over my stove, I can see it better on the camera. I don't know. Need a new camera, I guess. We're going to go ahead and add a little seasoning. Some black pepper. A little bit, well, maybe a lot. Season it to your taste. I'll probably put a couple tablespoons or so. I'm going to throw a half a stick of butter in there. Just, hey, it's potatoes. We're supposed to be having loaded baked potato soup. You got to have butter on your potatoes, so you might as well have some in the soup. Alright, let me step around the camera here. We're going to put a little bit of salt up in there. Get that salt flavor up in there. What else are we going to use? You guys know I'm going to put a little bit of cayenne pepper in there. Whoa, shoot, that might, shit, that look like a couple teaspoons. Let's put another teaspoon. Ooh, shit, maybe that's a little bit too much. Maybe that's 4 or 5 teaspoons. Sorry about that, just kick the camera. I'm just digging around up in here to see what I could find. We got some parsley flakes. Could use a little parsley flakes in there. Give it a little bit of flavor. Let's see. It's crazy about crawfish seasoning. I've been saying I'm out, and I feel like I got a little chunk where it got moist up in there, so I might have a little dash left up in there. Oh, I really need to get down there and get some more. If y'all make it down there, please tell them to send me some of this and some garlic sauce. I'm going to make it down there now. Yeah, I'm just going to dump the rest of this here out and call it a day on that one. One other thing I'm going to add a little bit more of it. I'm going to add how much that look like to y'all? That look like a About a half a teaspoon. Let's put another half in there. How about that? That's our bacon grease. You gotta love the bacon grease. Y'all don't throw that bacon grease away, man. Whatever y'all do, y'all find something to do with it. Donate that to the poor. When I say poor, I mean me. But anyway, we got that. I don't know how good y'all can see that. It's better with the light on or with the light off. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give me a spoon and taste that milk and see what it tastes like. What I'm gonna do here, and see if we need anything else for a season up in there for right now. It tastes like something. I'm not sure exactly what yet. It's gonna have some flavor to it anyhow. What we're gonna do once we get it cooked, we're gonna let this boil down a little bit. Once we get it cooked, we're gonna top it with some green onions. Whenever we put it in our bowl, I'll probably cut some up in there right before we serve it, and then let them top it with some green onions. And then what we'll do is sour cream. Take some sour cream and put in it. Some recipes call to put a cup or so in the thing itself, but you know everybody don't like sour cream, so I'm just gonna leave it out. I mean, you'll see whenever I fix me a plate, it'll have a big old gob of it, a daub of it, or have a dollop of damn spoonful anyway. Alright, well anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna go open me a beer up. It's gotta be about 4 o'clock, a little after 4:25, something like that. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna let it come to a boil on a medium, let it come up on a boil slow. Then I'll cut it down, let it simmer, and we'll check it every now and then. And we'll get back to y'all, let y'all know how it's going. Okay, so we cooked it on low for about 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. Been drinking, I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna get a bowl of it. Everybody in the house already ate some of it, so I'm gonna pull it in close, and I'm gonna show y'all what we're gonna do with it. Take a little bit of sour cream, put it right in the middle of it. I'm going to take some green onions, cut up on top of it. I'm going to take some cheese, sprinkle around in there. Mix it up. Let that cheese melt down just a little bit. With some big chunks of potatoes in there. Then we're going to give it a taste. You see how nasty that looks? I got 2 people standing behind the camera right now waiting for another plate. So, it's supposed to be real nasty. Let me taste this. Come out pretty good. Damn good, actually. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna go eat.